He almost ran mad by the way. Do you know that he had run mad? He had run mad. Now, yes, he had run mad. They took him and rehabilitated him. Now he's having a church. He's a pastor. You can imagine. He's a pastor. So the things are following him. And you are joking with Kasese people. They keep on sending Jadu. He will die. He will die mysteriously. Don't joke with the Kasese people. They call them a conjo. Yeah, you wait. You wait. The man is fighting Jadus every night. When he sleeps, he's dreaming of dying women, crying children. General. And it's going to be, let me tell you, Muhoozi is going to lead this country. You wait. Muhoozi is leading this country. He's going to come as a NUP candidate. You don't look.
Muhoozi is going to stand up.
Yes, he's going to come. No, he's going to come as a NUP candidate. You wait. He's a captain in the army.
Muhoozi's son. He's also coming.
Hamia is a captain in the army.
After Muhoozi's son is coming.
It's the one even behind Muhoozi. He's behind his grandfather. You check that tall boy, brown, a bit brownish. He's the son to Muhoozi.
So he's now protecting his grandfather.
He's protecting his grandfather.
So after Muhoozi, it is the grandson.
The grandson, the third grandson will be the one protecting Muhoozi, because now this son he has already got somebody who is pregnant.
Now, when are we?
The girlfriend of Hamia is pregnant. So now,
Comrade Tugume, the ramblings between Bobi Wine and Mpuga. You have seen last week. Last week olabye ensonga ya Matthias Mpuga ne Bobi Wine. Bobi Wine alumiriza nti abaana abasibibwa ba leti Segirinya Muhammad ne Sewanyana nti Mpuga yagiri mabega era naleta Sewanyana obujulizi naye ate information yetwafuna ruli Mpuga himself was involved in the negotiations of the release of these people. Actually, these people were released even without the knowledge of Bobi Wine. It is Mpuga who was involved in the negotiations. Kakati omuntu abadde nalwanirira dembere mu mubate ate mukama we yabadde mwebaza katata gamba basibwe kululu. I want to
I've never seen a person with a bad heart like Bobi Wine. Bobi Wine has never been a good man at all. And this is exemplary to what he does and how he treats his own people. The man does not forget even a small thing like this. You know, Mpuga, he was his vice. In the first place, they were all illegally operating an illegal organization. But that one is okay because they are still moving on and they are being protected by the government. And when Mpuga received the 500 million, then Bobi Wine accused him of having stolen the money, well knowing that was not stealing. There was no any stealing of any nature at Parliament. They agreed as commissioners, and something which had been budgeted for was given to all of them. It is not only Mpuga who received it. So we thought that the issue could be only that money, but seems there was something behind them, which we never knew. They could probably have met, maybe fighting over a woman or something. Yes, there could be a woman behind there whom they are fighting for. No, let me tell you. No, this issue cannot be about money. It can't. You know the man is following him. He wishes him dead, by the way. Chakulani wishes Mpuga dead.
That's an allegation.
No, but you see what is bringing up. That you see what he normally talks about. Every now and then, even when there is an issue of government, of national importance, the man does not talk about it. He's always talking about Mpuga, which is very shameful. On the day when he talked about Mpuga having been involved in the crimes that were in Masaka, this man was changing the electoral commission, which is illegal. As an individual, he has no authority of changing the electoral commission, but he did so. And instead, now talking the matters going to the elections that we are going to do in 2026, the man is talking about Mpuga. It's very unfortunate. Ever since he became the president of the party, which he is running illegally, he has never added anybody. He's only just chasing away the people. Honorable Bashir Kazibwe is off. Honorable Mpuga is off. Honorable Bedbwanika is off. Honorable Tibandeke is off. Honorable Joyce Wagara is off. Honorable Wile, whatever in Rugazi is off. Honorable the one of Ntebe is off. You cannot be a president of a party whose work is to separate the party every now and then, to cause the separation, to cause anger, to cause fighting within the party. That one can never be a leader. Because we said, okay, if it is Mpuga who stole the 500 million you are talking about, and that's why you hate him, how about Abed Banika? How much did he steal? How much did the Bashir Kazwe steal? How much did the other members of parliament whom you are fighting steal? No, you just look at a man who is with a bad heart, who doesn't know administration, who doesn't care about the party, who doesn't know what to do, you know, in the politics of the nation.
Do you personally hate Bobby Wine?
No, I don't.
You hate him as a person?
I don't hate him
because he kicked you and Kibalama from the party.
No, let me tell you.
He kicked you and Kibalama from the party. So you hate him just as a person?
No, let me tell you.
Because how come you don't see anything good about Bobby Wine?
But is he making any good? Are you seeing any good?
He has steered the biggest opposition party in Uganda now.
To where?
Which is the biggest party? Which is the biggest opposition party in Uganda?
By the time
which is the first answer the question? Which is the biggest opposition party in Uganda and who is the leader?
What makes the biggest party? What makes the biggest? By numbers of parliament, right?
You answer me.
By numbers of parliament, right?
Answer me.
Yes.
Which biggest party in Uganda do you know?
Yes. Which one? The opposition.
Hey.
It is NUP.
Who is the president?
No.
Who is the president? Who is the leader?
You see, the leader,
answer. Answer. Who is the leader?
Is not the leader. That one I will tell you the truth.
Who is the leader of NUP?
Is not the leader, because the leader is not. The party is not led by the president. That is the first thing, and he knows.
It's led by the cleaners.
No, it is led by the vice president, who is Chibarama. He has never left that position.
Kibalama, the sick man in the Buambo.
Being sick doesn't mean that the party won't move.
But be realistic, Gideon.
Do you know
who is currently leading NUP party?
No, but reading what? What is he reading when he's chasing everybody?
So now I see you have simply
no, Sikasaja here Akarina. Do you know who is taking care of Chiwarama now? Do you know? It is Captain Mike Mukura, the one of NRM. When he read the news, he came, he's taking him out for operation. The man has got now the clot. He has got a clot. Yes. And Mukura is the one taking care of him. He took him to the hospital in Bugorobi. He's meeting all the bills because he got concerned. He's an RM, but he said, no, this man was not a bad man at all. And the man who took over the power, who took over the party and is holding it now, doesn't even want to know where Chiwarama is. That is the man you are talking about. For us who did everything to ensure that the party moves, to ensure that the party gets what it has now, the man ended up chasing us away. Now, that is the man you're talking about.
That's the basis of your anger.
Even if it would be an anger, I'm telling you, me, I have an anger against him because of what he did. How about these ones he's chasing away? How about Dr. Bwanika? You leave alone Mpuga. Okay, if he's talking about 100 million, 500
but
million. Let me tell you, the man has a problem, and you will see that problem later in time. You know, when you ever smoked bang and jaga, it takes 40 years to be away from your body. Yes, when you leave it. 40 years. And you
when you abandon it,
it takes 40 years to exit your body completely. And you must you must go for rehabilitation.
Okay, so what is the point you're making?
This man has never
talking about leadership.
He has never been rehabilitated. He's speaking under influence of Njaga. Whichever he speaks. And when he's speaking nonsense, you will never see Rubongoya near him or Katana. He will be alone. When Rubongoya is there, it is him who gives him what to talk and what to read. That is him. This man cannot take this country anywhere. You cannot chase your people. By the time he got 57 members of parliament, NUP never had such a membership. It was not there. People just chose the umbrella. So that these are not his people. Instead of looking for his people, building structures of the party, is now dismantling the party completely. The party is dismantled. It is completely dismantled. So that is him. So I cannot say anything when he talks about Mpuga. And this one also is as if he's not an educated man. How do you start saying that, yes, it is true, so and so, sponsor that, and you never reported to police? Do you know what it means? Failure to prevent a felony. You, a person who has done so, become felonious, is going to be charged. You know, he was given bail, but this time he must be taken to prison. Now I'm telling you, Kyagulanyi, if he heard about it and he never reported, and he kept quiet until the other one died, then he's responsible. He's responsible. He's accomplice. Eh?
He's an accomplice.
Yes, he's an accomplice. I'm telling you. So you will have to answer.
Because you're a lawyer. You're a lawyer.
Yes.
Hey.
So you think he's not? Do you think he's not? He's not an accomplice?
Don't know.
You know, in crime cases, there must be an instigator. Then there must be a perpetrator. Eh?
Perpetrator.
Yes, a perpetrator. If one of those has got somebody who assisted, how do you call that? If you assist somebody who is going to commit a crime. For example, I could be, I want to go and commit a crime in Entebbe, then you give me your car, you even give me transport to go. You are part of the crime. Okay? If there is somebody who ran... Yes, you procured. There is someone who learned of the crime to be taking place, and that person kept quiet with it, and he learned about it. He's also
become an accomplice.
He has become an accomplice. So what is Bob Wine now? If he had...
He's an accomplice of the crime.
Yes, of the crime, he should be charged. And he will be charged. So yes, the man should be arrested. He reports a statement. His file will be taken to RSA. He should be charged for murder. Murder. Do you know how many people died in massacre? Very many.
Why don't we instead focus on those who killed the people?
But who killed? Who killed?
The state must be knowing.
You see, when
we have a robust state network, security network, they must be knowing. Why don't they zero on arresting those? Do you think all those people were cut by two? Listen, all those people in massacre were cut by two individuals.
They did not arrest them for cutting. No, they arrested them for procuring.
So where are those who cut the people?
There are the others who are in jail, but they are not known. They are there. They arrested other people. Okay? So this person who ran about the process, about what had happened, and left Mpuga not to be charged and kept quiet, is also part of the crime. You know, who is got with the stolen property is a thief.
He's a thief.
Do you know that? Yes, if you bought this from Burkina Faso, and you brought it here, and Burkina Bay comes and says, you know what, this man stole it from us, and it is got with Gideon, who bought it from you. Gideon is a thief, should be the one to be arrested. You see, you get that? So, in the whole sense of the fact, if Kyagulanyi learned that there was a case against Mpuga, and Mpuga was behind what was taking place in massacre, then Kyagulanyi is part of the...
Okay, now, Mr. Tugume, contextually, I want to understand how Muhammad Nseko from Kawempe could go and commit crimes in massacre, and Sawanyana from Makindye, and Mpuga, as you see, is involved in a negotiation and so on, but Mpuga is not added onto the list of those that are supposed to be.
That's what I'm saying. But committing a crime doesn't require you to be in the jurisdiction where you've committed the crime. What they have to do is to place you at the scene of crime. For example, President Museveni was from Tugume. By the time he started raiding the war,
he was in Elwelu.
He was in Elwelu. So how many kilometers and miles from there? He committed the crime of waging war against the elected government in what? In Elwelu, not in Tugume. So it doesn't matter. If you have to charge him, you don't even ask whether he was in Tugume or whether in where. But you have to press him at the scene of crime, where he did the crime. So there was something, you know. What I believe that probably maybe these MPs could have bought some machines or some machetes which were used in that crime. It is probably. You know what they were trying to do is for people to know that now President Museveni has no mandate or has no authority over security. So they wanted to infiltrate now the security, causing the government to be hated and be voted out. I don't
think so. But anyhow, now let's go to the next topic. Last week, Museveni, the president, met Security Council in the State House. And among the issues they discussed was the vulgarization of politics in Uganda. abusive language in politics. Museveni is very concerned. And he has said this is going to stop. He has actually tasked his son, the CDF, General Kainerugaba. And Kainerugaba came on Twitter and even warned the NUP people. Came immediately on Twitter and warned the NUP people and said, this is going to stop now that my father has given me the mandate to stop this nonsense.
But you see,
language. Let me finish. But now, when Kainerugaba was announcing that, in the next 2 hours, he comes with the slang, Kabobi. That is abusive language, Kabobi. You get it? Muhoozi, General, is among those that have vulgarized politics in Uganda, that he abuses those that he does not agree with. He names them. Bob Wine is one of the victims. Elwelu is another victim. You get it? Now, Museveni is tasking the same man who is supposed to be charged, or at least found guilty, if not charged, at least find him guilty and maybe forgive him. Because they're not charging him with hard.
We shall charge him at a rate.
But now, Museveni is having a lot of trust in Muhoozi that is going to fight this, what he calls this crime, abusive language in politics. Yet, the very person he's talking to at State House last week should have been the first person to be put in jail for vulgarizing politics. So, I want to hear your opinion.
No, actually, President Museveni and his son are the most vulgar people in this country. Very vulgar. I remember when President Museveni was calling his colleagues in the opposition pigs.
Swines.
Yes, swines. He actually even said, I cannot give power to
swines,
to the swines,
pigs,
to the wolves. That's what he said. So, if he's talking about somebody who uses vulgar language in politics, President Museveni is one of them. He's one of them. Yes, he's one of them. So, you know, President Museveni, when he's talking, he talks these days, he no longer take serious what he talks. So, but because of fear of his son, he normally has what to give his son. First of all, he gave him the job of being a presidential advisor on special operations, senior presidential advisor on special operations. He again added another job, which is being the chief of defense forces. Remember, in the government standing orders, a public officer cannot hold the two positions, which are payable. Because you pay a salary of being a senior presidential advisor
on special operations, then you pay CDF.
A CDF. That is wrong. But because of the fear, President Museveni fears his son so much to the extent that he can even pay him 3 salaries instead of 1. That's why he says that. No, I'm telling you, he fears Muhoozi. And if he's not careful, Muhoozi will be the one to
yeah, you're lying.
No, but wait me, you ask my opinion. You asked my opinion.
Maybe that's your opinion.
Yes, you asked my opinion. Yes. Because of fear. Yes, because of this fear. Yes, the fear factor. President Museveni is bringing everything possible to make his son busy so that he can forget the way of what he thinks about. Remember, his son is not NRM.
Hey.
He's not NRM. One time we got information. One time he even wanted to be part of NUP at some time. And even right now, I still believe that he still has that agenda of being an NUP. Yes, of being part of NUP. And yes,
last time you said that that NUP is working.
It's a project. It is a project. Yeah, it is a project of Muhoozi. It is a project of Muhoozi. What you don't know. The other one is just working for money. He's a worker. He's like a the other one is like a Sudiri worker. The other one, I'm telling you, Chaguran, he's a worker. He just wants money. Museveni will never give you his money, 13 billion a year, for fighting him. After being paid, then he does the work of Muhoozi. Muhoozi is actually NUP, if you never knew. Yes, by the time he began PROU, he wanted, you remember it was MK. It was MK. And then from MK to PROU. Some people had contacted us.
So now, you know, I remember one thing, President Museveni was, during the State of the Nation address,
yes,
President Museveni was talking about the nature of Ugandans and some. No, actually, he was talking about the Western world. These Wazungu. That they don't want to respect our own ways as Africans. And then he got annoyed and said, these Wazungu, they will not listen until you tell them to go and eat their mother something. Do you remember that statement?
Yes, I remember. And is that not vulgar?
It is vulgar.
It's vulgar.
But now he's saying, and that is one of the biggest vulgarities.
President Museveni, he doesn't want to be told the truth. When you tell him the truth about retiring, he doesn't want to retire. Never at all.
The problem the problem is that he has not seen a better.
No, but he has his son. But his son has shown him that he's capable. When he began PRO,
you're saying he's capable when he's abducting people, putting them in a basement.
You know, those are the ways of praise. You have never watched maybe a certain play on TV. Those are part of him.
How can you play with me when you're almost breaking my legs?
No, that is not true. That's not true. They said they cut the beards. Where the beard is cut?
Yes.
Did you see that man beard is cut?
Yes.
No, you did not. That's why I'm telling that you journalists, you are not serious.
Photo that
that photo is fake.
No, so Muhoozi shared a fake
yes,
photo.
I'm telling you, know, his his IQ is too high. That man is too high. That man uses artificial intelligence, which you are not using.
Muhoozi.
Yes, the beards are there. The beards are there. So when you are talking,
his IQ is too high.
It's too high. I'm telling you, Muhoozi have you ever heard him talking about these things he puts on? If he can make you engaged for the whole of now 3 years talking about him because of Twitter, only Twitter, how about the time he will get the microphone and talk live? How about? You fear such a person? You know, being relevant in the media, taking a read story is not easy. You know, you are a journalist. It is not easy. Maintaining the presence of the media keeps on writing. That means you are bringing a new story every day. That is Muhoozi. You call him a joke.
What I'm trying to contest is that Muhoozi's IQ is
so high. If he can contain the media for the last 3 years and so in the media, without talking a word, Muhoozi has never uttered a word.
And you see, media is interested in I think in stupid things.
No, let me tell you.
Especially
don't joke. What makes a politician is marketing. Muhoozi has marketed himself among the people who now can stand and
marketing himself by doing the wrong things.
No, you see,
and that's the interest of the media.
In politics,
the interest of the media.
In politics, you do wrong and tomorrow you clean your. He has never talked. What if tomorrow he comes and say, you know, these people were acting on an account that does not belong to me? The man will come and say, I've never talked anything. I even don't know that Twitter you're talking about. What will you say? What will you say? The man is too high, is even better than his father, Muhoozi. And it's going to be, let me tell you, Muhoozi is going to lead this country. You wait. Muhoozi is leading this country. He's going to come as a NUP candidate. You don't look.
Muhoozi is going to stand up.
Yes, he's going to come. No, he's going to come as a NUP candidate. You wait.
Not PRU.
PRU is not a party. It is a pressure group.
It's going to be
invaded. It is going to be invaded into the what? Submerged and they move. NUP is a party that has no constitution right now. NUP is the party that has no elected leadership. But it is moving on. It gets the money, government money. It has everything that it requires because it has got Muhoozi, who tells his father, leave my party. You go and talk about NUP and see. This one by 20, you are looking at 2026. 2026 is for his father. His term is 2031. It begins in 2031. That's why he tries to talk about
when he comes to 2031, when does he leave?
I don't know. The man will
another 50 years.
Also around 50 years. If his father has gone now up to 45. So how about the son? How about the grandson who is now the major? Is a captain in the army.
Muhoozi's son. He's also coming.
Hamia is a captain in the army.
After Muhoozi's son is coming.
It's the one even behind Musei, is behind his grandfather. You check that tall boy, brown, a bit brownish. He's the son to Muhoozi.
So he's now protecting his grandfather.
He's protecting his grandfather.
So after Muhoozi, it is the grandson.
The grandson, the third grandson will be the one protecting Muhoozi, because now this son he has already got somebody who is pregnant.
Now, when are we?
The girlfriend of Hamia is pregnant. so now we where are you?
When will I lead this guy?
That's what I'm telling
when
you.
Will I? Because I had also some. I also have some ambition.
It's
around 2050.
No. You are not there. Like for me, I forgot everything because we cannot. Where do you start from?
When will I lead also?
These people have the money. These people have guns. These people have educated their children and their grandchildren. The opposition is theirs, okay? They are the ones in opposition. SPLA, SPLM in opposition. They are all the same. Are they different?
Like South Sudan?
Yeah, are they different? It is the same with this one here. NRM and NUP, they are the same. What separates them is the color. But they have the other one, the one for the army. Are they not putting them on up to now? So this is the same thing.
The grandson of
Museveni is now
guarding
Museveni.
And this grandson is Muhoozi's son.
He has made pregnant someone who is heavily pregnant. That is the son of Muhoozi.
So that
Muhoozi recently is going to be a grandfather.
And that grandchild will take over from Muhoozi's son.
From Muhoozi's son. To be the one now behind Muhoozi.
They are already planning
everything is planned. Muhoozi is becoming the next president.
After Muhoozi is his son.
His son
After
is
his son is grandson.
His grandson also. This is a kingdom. This is a kingdom. So
they are planning 100 years from today.
I'm telling you, for them, they have a plan of 100 years.
About the Museveni's 2026 presidency. What does that mean to Uganda?
No, Museveni, first of all, he has an agenda. They sat as a family and with his own people and the tribe, the Basita and the others, and decided to rule Uganda for 50 years.
But Museveni has already ruled for
45.
So it means there are 5 years to go now. So we can start preparing ourselves.
Yeah, we prepare ourselves for the 50 and plus. You get me?
I thought they are ending at 50.
Yes, but 50, this is just 40. He's still remaining with 10 years. Secondly, Museveni has done a lot of crimes. That if he leaves the power, he can easily be charged. And he doesn't want to die in prison. He has seen Sorobodin Milosevic. How he went. He has seen how Saddam went. He has seen how Bashir is now facing. The man is seeing. He said, no, I can't go like that. You remember the Kasese issue. You remember the Mukura issue.
The actually
you remember the yes.
Can you imagine a ruler after doing that heinous act?
Yes.
Now the very family that commanded him, the very family that commanded him, go and do this.
He's now
doing it for them.
Now you know, in law, you cannot represent somebody to commit a felony. You commit a felony, you pass as a person. So it is not that I did this work because my boss said I should do it. No. If you are a commander, you have what you have to do as a commander. So the president cannot tell you to kill people and you also kill them. Killing is a crime. So he did the crime personally. He will be charged.
So probably when Elwelu leaves, he could be taken to court.
He will be taken to court. You leave alone whichever they are talking about. He will answer for having massacred.
The Kasese people
for having massacred more than 300 people in Kasese. He will. He almost ran mad by the way. Do you know that he had run mad? He had run mad. Now, yes, he had run mad. They took him and rehabilitated him. Now he's having a church. He's a pastor. You can imagine. He's a pastor. So the things are following him. And you are joking with Kasese people. They keep on sending Jadu. He will die. He will die mysteriously. Don't joke with the Kasese people. They call them a conjo. You wait. You wait. The man is fighting Jadus every night. When he sleeps, he's dreaming of dying women, crying children. General. Now he has become a pastor. But things have refused.
But who can attend his church?
He has fellow soldiers.
And from me to you, live. This is Tugume Gideon. Gideon Tugume.
TV Gacharo is also available.
Television, the Spy Uganda. Till we meet again. Thank you, Tugume.